Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find hot niche markets on a site called magazines.com. So just like it sounds, magazines.com. It's a site that shows you all the magazines out there, or almost all of them, and it just gives you an indication of the most popular magazines on there. So you can actually look over here on the right side where it says top titles. You can see some of the hot subjects. You've got like news. We all know news sites are popular because they're updated. Sports Illustrated, so you've got the sports niche that you could look into deeper. Men's health and women's health, so that indicates that health is popular. You've got Cooking Light. That's very interesting. That seems to be a magazine on cooking for better health, but that's as one of the most popular magazines out there. So you could actually look into this niche further. So you could go to the Google AdWords keyword tool that we have touched on, and you could search for phrases like cooking light, for example. You could search for phrases like healthy cooking, healthy recipes, things like that, and those could make a particular product or a hot website that you could go into. So you've also got over here, health and fitness, and then underneath health and fitness, there's all these different niches that you could tap into. Every single one of these niche markets actually are, in niche, or actually one of these magazines that's in a particular niche. These have been carefully researched because they're not going to spend, the hundreds of thousands of dollars it costs or the thousands of dollars that it costs to start a magazine unless they've done some market research. And so you can find different niches within particular niches. So within the health and fitness niche, now these are sorted here by alphabetical order. So it's not by, order of importance right down here, but it does tell me that the Alzheimer's care, that is a particular hot niche because there is a magazine about that, and look at the price that people are paying for that, and that's with the savings. So for $89.95, they're only for 4 magazines. So that tells you that an Alzheimer's care ebook might be a particular hot topic to go into. I'm just speaking out loud here. So if you go over here, Alzheimer's care, and you were to go to like the ad word tracker free keyword tool, and you just plugged in, let's see here, Alzheimer's care. Let me just copy and paste that so we get that in there. So Alzheimer's care, and you just type that in as a keyword phrase, and just let it pull up some results. So here's, Alzheimer's care facility. So maybe it's not searched for as much based on this tool, but we can see what the Google tool tells us. And we're going to see if it'll let us pull it up. And so I'm going to pause this video and clear my cookies and then come right back and I'll show you exactly what it's going on. I've used this tool quite a bit. As I've made various videos and have done my own research, and so sometimes it expires. So all you need to do is just refresh your browser. Okay, so I got the AdWords keyword tool to show up the particular keyword that we're looking for, and in this case it was Alzheimer's Care because we had again found that magazine called Alzheimer's Care Quarterly where people were paying a premium to get information on this subject. So we come over here, Alzheimer's Care is searched for about 18,100 times per month according to Google, and you can just come back over here and go to the Google keyword research, or excuse me, go to Google search bar, just a regular Google, and just type in Alzheimer's Care, and we're going to do a search in quotes just to see what sites in particular are targeting that exact niche. Now there's 338 sites, but you do notice over here on the right side when you type in Alzheimer's Care that people are spending quite a bit of money, I'm sure, on advertising, which means that they are making money in this niche. So you could, look into other subjects deeper, like the Mayo Clinic over here. They're highly popular. They have a guide about practical tips for Alzheimer's care. So you could potentially tap into a hot niche within, talking about Alzheimer's care. So you could help people that, have relatives that have Alzheimer's. So you could help them, help those that they really care for. And so that's the kind of stuff you can really make money with. And that's by just using this magazine's tool, I was able to identify a niche to potentially go into. You could build a site on that. You could have a ClickBank ebook written on that particular subject, and then have that turned into, or an ebook, and have that turned into a ClickBank product that you sell. And that's a great idea. You could have a site built, turn that in, and flip that site itself. There's just so many different options with that. You also see here we've got bicycling, that's another niche. You've got arthritis today, so you could type in, arthritis into the keyword tool, into the Google tool. You could type in arthritis and see what kind of results come up. And arthritis could become a potential topic because people want to know how to cure their arthritis, and people are willing to spend money in those niches because it helps them out. So you could look for arthritis diet. That's interesting. That could be a very interesting niche to look into. So you've got like the arthritis diet. You could do a search on Google and see what kind of results show up. And it also shows you, arthritis treatment, arthritis test, arthritis for patients, or arthritis symptoms. A lot of different additional keywords that you could go after. Arthritis diet, that would be a very interesting niche, for you to look into as well. So there's a lot of different options here. Different kinds of arthritis, and this again leads right back to this magazine tool. So one more example, we'll go into another niche, the business and finance niche, for example, and let's scroll down here and look at all of the titles. So you've got accounting technology. That's a pretty interesting niche, probably. People are willing to spend $129, roughly $10 a month for information on the subject. So you believe you could probably start a membership site related to accounting technology. And all you have to do is just look, research their magazine a little, see what kind of articles they have, look at their website, learn a little bit more about it, understand what kind of information they're providing people, and their website will be a great indicator of that, and then look at formulating a product around there. Now, not every single one of these magazines isn't going to be, the one you need to pursue, but you can see you can get some additional ideas here, by looking at Alabama business. That could be a website. You could look into Colorado business. Could be another website. There's a lot of different magazines that are popular. People are spending money on these magazines, and you can look at, how much people are willing to spend a year on these particular topics just for a magazine, and then think what kind of information you could give them, that would possibly be better as well. So there's some very interesting niches, and so you can look into those further, and just use magazines.com and find yourself some niche markets, and then use like the AdWords keyword tool and then the word tracker free keyword tool, and you can find niche markets within major sub niches you can go, or major niches that you can go after.